In FC 26, I've put out a lot of unique tactics, some of them wacky, very unique kind of movement, lots of varied movement in the midfield, defense and attack. Well, I'm stripping it back because now our focus is on FC 27 and our whole aim is to get basic tactics that enable the fundamentals to be focused on. I'm talking about a clear pass and move structure, ways to consistently create chances, ways to consistently break down opponents, to control games, to kind of get that absolute domination in game. And all of the tactics that you're about to see in this little mini series got me my first 15-0 of the year. So we're focusing on the 4-3-3 variation too, and there's a reason why we have got the roles. So if you've been around my tactics, you're going to be like, well, Alexion, you really have gone quite simple for these, and I'm going to explain exactly why I've chosen every single role. Let's start with the front three. We've got 2 inside forwards on balance and advanced forward on support. Do not change any of that, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. When you've got advanced forward on attack, what that effectively is going to do is it's going to change from dropping deeper to literally looking to get in behind the back line. They're going to be looking for goal scoring opportunities, usually position themselves high and central on the pitch. Well, when your player is making those runs in behind, what's the temptation? The temptation is to play those through balls, to force those through balls. Now, what you don't get is the opportunities or many opportunities to get the ball to feet. But what we want to do, again, consistent, pressured opportunities that get you plenty of chances, and that is going to give you the best preparation for FC 27. So with the support duty, they will actually run from deeper. Now it will mean that you're going to have that advanced forward being that presence in the box, but on the build up they're going to move away from the centre backs and you're going to be able to pass it to them, and then you're going to be able to use your 2 inside forwards. Now the reason I've gone for 2 inside forwards is because you get the best of both worlds of that wide and narrowed attack. In the build up they're going to be quite wide, and then when you get nearer to the box they're going to go narrow into that inside forward kind of role, where you can see on the heat map here that kind of that green area, but in the build up there will be that darker green, there will be out wide. So again, you get used to the feeling, you get used to the positioning of those players to get the ball to the winger, to cut inside, but to also have the opportunity to go around the outside, and you'll see that plenty of times in the clips, to go down the outside, round the outside of the fullback, and then cutting it back for the striker and centre midfielders. Now there's 2 centre midfielders, we're going to go box to box on balanced. Now I experimented and thought about, is playmaker roaming the better way? But again, we want consistent movement. So look at the heat map here. This is very accurate in where your players are going to be in the box. Consistent movement to know where your centre mids are going to be. Now the reason we want that is because we want to actually use our midfield. So many players, and let me know if this is you, the ball goes up to the striker or the wingers, it never ever goes back. Well, if you are looking to purchase FC 26 coins or points, then head over to eldorado.gg. I personally use them as a little bit of a top up to complete the Evos that I want to complete, and of course to get my beloved Liverpool past and present players. I also sometimes delve into the store for a cheeky little pack. The amazing thing with eldorado.gg is that you can check out the reviews, you can go on Trustpilot, and you can pick the exact seller you want, so you have absolute faith and trust in what you are receiving. If you use code ALX, then you get an additional 5% off your order, whether that's coins or points, as a little bit of a money saver. The link is in the description below. Well, it's really important for the ball to go back. One, to get that, to move the opposition around, to move their centre mids around, especially people playing 4-4-1-1 who are AI defending, move their players around, and also be patient and have that domination on the pitch. That is going to get that consistent result and stop the football matches being a basketball game where it's end to end consistently. So you need to be able to use your midfield, box to box, get used to that feeling of literally play 2 or 3 touch football. Your ball goes out to the winger, you then turn back, get the ball to centre midfielder, move on to the striker, move on to centre mid or left winger. Try not hold the ball on, hold on to the ball for too long. Try not to sprint in the opposition half. Tech dribble if you are going to with R1 or RB, but look to try and minimise how long you are keeping the ball for. Keep that ball moving, but use your midfield. And the best way to practice using your midfield, if you're not using it, is having 2 box to box on balance. Now, we've gone for deep line playmaker on defend, again, for that reason of you want to create that midfield dominance and get used to cutting back and passing to that safe player, that CDM. I know a lot of people use their CDM on holding defend and they're there just to defend with. Well, actually, in the best preparation for FC27 is to actually move the ball around, use this triangle you've got in midfield, link it up with the front three, and you will see a huge improvement in how you feel going into matches and having that control in matches. The fundamental here, pass and move, not sprinting, just getting the ball, turning away from a defender, moving on, turning away from a defender, moving on, dribbling into space, passing on, not dribble. And then the back line, we're just going to go over really standard fullback balance for both left back and right back, so we can just keep that consistent back line with 2 defender defend for the centre backs, and then goalkeeper, do whatever you want with the goalkeeper, but goalkeeper defend or sweeper keeper is absolutely fine. So the whole point of this setup is to be super solid while also having that level of control so you can focus on passing, moving, player switching, pressing. That is why the team tactics, the build-up style is balanced and the defensive approach is balanced 50 as well. We're going to keep everything as balanced and neutral as we possibly can to make sure then that when you are in game, you are focusing on the fundamentals while also being able to get wins. I used this for the first 5 games in champs. It got me to 5-0. Then I moved on to the next formation, which was actually, you can hate me for this, the 4-4-1-1, to prove to you that you can have a setup that focuses on the fundamentals. So look out for that one in the next day or two. That got me from 5-0 to 10-0, and then we got the magical formation that got me my first 15-0 from 10-0 to 50-0. So hopefully these tactics do help you. Let me know what you are working on in preparation for FC27. I got a 15-0 and that gameplay is already up for you to be able to see. So check out that video so you can see the full game is there. You can see that I practice what I preach. When I'm talking about the fundamentals, that's exactly what got me a 50-0. Like and sub if you enjoy this kind of content, and I'll see you for another one. Take care.